Morning, everyone. It's Tuesday morning at 8:40, and this is your pre-opening comment, and it is video 529. And as always, I remind you, if you like the work, please hit the subscribe. Okay, so the market's up 330. NASDAQ is nowhere near that, but the Nikkei was up 2.5%. And the S&P is also up about $30. My recollection is that's about what the NASDAQ was up a few minutes ago before I sat down. Just like yesterday, if you have the name EV, you're a SPAC, or you have any connection to the charging business, your stock is flying again. In Asia and Europe, we are slightly higher on the transition team being allowed to get started with their work. And the Janet Yellen, the Janet Yellen for Secretary of the Treasury. This morning, Qantas says that vaccines are going to be an absolute necessity for international travel to come back. And under the topic of good news, poor action, we have Novartis with a buyback, $2.5 billion. That is neither here nor there. Ryanair saying that a test is absolutely necessary prior to flying. And we have big beats from several companies. Dick's Sporting Goods is on the positive side. Beat top and bottom. The stock is $59.93, up $1.21. Urban Outfitters also a beat top and bottom and is down 40 cents. Dollar Tree is up $6.45 on their beat top and bottom, and that stock is trading at 105. But as I said, the issue is all of a sudden good news is seemingly unimportant. You have in the EV space, LI Auto up 5. You have NEO up another 3.5. That's a stock that has gone from $2.15 this year to $58.50. CIIC, which is a SPAC, $30.50, up 5 and change. So you have all of these companies that had great news and vaccine news, and they're moving lower, while all of this assorted EV and EV support business is explosive. I can't tell you how to play them. I have not a clue. There's no way that I buy a $58 stock with a $2.15 low. I think that people are missing the point on some of these SPACs because lots of people have called them riskless because you can get the money back. But that's not a fact. That's only a fact relative to the issue price. You can get $10 back. That really doesn't help you at 34 on CIIC. And, we have Ocean Power, 3.25, up 108. DPW, which was up 4 yesterday, 867, up $1.48. Digital Turbine. I mean, all you have, Fuel Tech, all you have to do is be somehow involved in that industry. You would think that they were banning fossil fuel using cars tomorrow, and that all of these other companies are going to pick up the slack. So I'm a little negative on them. I'm not playing them, but you really need to be careful with them. Okay, the chart on the screen is the gold, which, in case you missed it either over the weekend or in the letter or in yesterday's closing comment, we have clearly broken broken down. As I reminded everyone, this lower tops and this break here at 1850 on a closing basis yesterday has sent us down another 35. This was down 37, I believe. Yeah, down 34.60 yesterday, and again down 34.80 today. The only good thing that I can say about this is that twofold. Number one, on a technical basis, we are sitting exactly on the moving average here, the 200 day. I'm going to just close this up a little and see. The last time was in February, March, with the massive liquidation where it went from 1700 down to, let's see, 1700 to 1450. So $250 move to the downside. Again, it's an important area, but as you can see here, I mean, this was all the COVID and market related stuff where people were selling whatever they could that they had equity in to support their other positions. But as you can see, it rarely goes through there. I could even go a little further just to take a look. Here's the 3-year. Yep, here, came close here, and we're pretty much dead on it here. So that's kind of disturbing. It really does change the gold thesis, but as I mentioned, with Janet Yellen, a very big dove on interest rates when she was chairman of the Federal Reserve coming in, you can be sure that she's going to be working with Congress and Treasury and the Senate on much more COVID relief. In other markets, we have Brent, and Brent has actually made a recent high, as has our WTI. We have broken out again to the upside. We're pretty close here. So I want to take that back. 43.78. Today's high is 43.75. But this is very constructive. The distillates I mentioned in the letter on Sunday night, and again in my pre-opening comment on Monday, that the distillates can easily pull the gold up. So here you have heating oil up almost 3 cents at $1.34, so that's about 2.5%. You have gasoline up about 3 cents at 122. Even the nat gas is getting in the mix here. Usually it operates in reverse, but we are having a bit of a cold snap here. I just walked the dog and was freezing for the whole 2.5 minutes that I was outside. So we'll see what's going to go on there. Let me just take a look at that. This was down 42 cents last week, so any bounce would be welcome. Not crazy about this until it gets past this let's call it 292. It very often does this kind of a bear flag, as it did here before breaking down. And most of the flags that it breaks out from are downward facing. So we'll have to see how that works out. Okay, Dow up 325.73. 10-year yield is up about 1.5 basis points at 867. The S&P is up the same 31 and change that it was before, and the Nasdaq is up 53.31. Have a good day. Be careful out there. And, I think we may get a break here on the work day that we bought yesterday. The options have already moved a bit, but we'll have to see if the stock can get above. My recollection is about 210. All right. Have a good day, everyone.